Hey, fourth graders. So today we are going to do an experiment to model frost wedging. I think it'll be kind of fun. So what you're going to need is 2 balloons, plaster of Paris, which is available at Home Depot, 3 milk cartons or plastic containers the size of milk cartons, a spoon, and a bucket. So let me show you what I have. I have my 2 balloons, and my balloons are actually already filled with water. So if you need help filling your balloons with water, get some help from a grown-up or an older sibling or someone at home. You want them to be about the size of small apples or small avocados. Actually, the shape is more like an avocado. So you need 2 balloons, and you need plaster of Paris. So this is plaster of Paris. You can get it at a hobby and craft store or Home Depot. So you need that. You need 3 milk cartons. What I did is I took just the bottom of a milk carton and I cut it. So this is a half-gallon milk carton. You might be able to use a smaller one, like from school. And if you do that, you might want to fill your water balloons a little less. So you can play around with exactly how you do it. This doesn't need to be perfect, and it is science, so you can sort of see what you want to do and what works best. So 2 balloons, plaster of Paris, 3 milk cartons, a spoon, and a bucket. So I just have this little sort of small plastic bucket here that I'm going to use. Okay, so fill the 2 balloons with water until they are the size of a small apple. Once again, here are my balloons. I like to roll. And then you're going to fill a small bucket halfway with plaster of Paris. So I get my bucket and my spoon and go to work. Okay, and that's about halfway. And then I put just plaster of Paris. Oh no, add the water until the mixture is a loose pudding texture. So I'm going to get my bucket and pour some water in there and stir it around. Here comes the water. And of course I lost my spoon. Another one. Just mix it around. It's getting sort of bubbly. Okay, I think I need some more water because it's sort of and I'm sort of digging the powder off the bottom to mix it around evenly. And I'm realizing that I have a little bit maybe quite loose pudding, a little soupy. So I need to add a little more plaster of Paris to make it just the right consistency. Yeah, I think that's have the right consistency now, maybe. Let's see. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Okay, so my pudding, my plaster of Paris pudding is all set. And then the next direction is to put a small amount of plaster of Paris into the bottom of one of the containers. So here's one of my containers, and this is going to have no balloons in it at all. And this is what's called our control in science. It's the example where you don't make a change. So you can so you have something to compare it to. Okay. Okay. So that's my control. And then, in following my directions, it says, put a small amount of plaster of Paris into the bottom of the other two containers, enough to coat the bottom. All right. I'm going to do that. Okay, I think I've done that. Coated the bottom. Okay. So let's see that. I hope. Just coated the bottom. Oh, I need to sort of jiggle it around a little bit. And then it says, add the water balloons with the tied end facing up. Okay. Add the water balloons with the tied end facing up. So let's see. That. And then my other one. Great, so there are my two water balloons, tied end facing up. And then it says, cover the water balloons with plaster of Paris until just the tied part is visible. Okay, so I hope I have enough plaster of Paris to do this. I may not. I really hope I do. I think I have enough to just do one of them. I think I'm going to, just for this round, just go for one of them. I'm actually going to take some from my control just because I need more for the balloon. So I'm realizing now that I need more plaster of Paris than I thought. and that my cartons need to be a little bit higher than I thought, but that will do. That will do. So that's what it sort of looks like at the end. And then it says, let the plaster dry. This will take a few hours. You can let it sit overnight. And then after it's dry, I'm going to place the frozen containers with water balloons into the freezer. And so in the next video, I will show you what happened to all of this. So I hope this was interesting, and I hope you try this at home. Once again, I'm going to go over what you're going to need for this. You're going to need plaster of Paris, and that's available at Home Depot. And you're going to need some milk cartons, and I cut them down really small, but you might want to make them a little taller than I did. And a spoon. You're going to need a bucket and some water and some balloons. So hopefully you can do this at home and share your results with your teacher.